So I want to introduce you all to a friend of mine. Some of you have met him, some of you haven't. His name is Barney. This is Barney. His name is actually short for Barnabas. Barnabas is a popular biblical character, as you know from the book of Acts. And the reason that Barney's name is Barnabas is because Barnabas means son of encouragement. And Barney has certainly been that for me. In the last few years that we have owned him, especially when things get tough and things get low. You know, I can take Barney for a walk and I can be praying, and he's a great prayer partner because he doesn't interrupt with his own prayer requests. He just sits and he's there with me. He's a good listener. He doesn't interject when I'm just trying to talk, and so he's a wonderful, wonderful pooch. But encouragement is important. We all need a Barnabas in our lives. We need somebody in our lives to encourage us, to exhort us, to give us wisdom, to give us guidance. We each need that. Part of the challenge of being in this time of social distancing is we lose that community, face-to-face connection with people, and we have to make the best of what we can in a difficult situation with Zoom and FaceTime and a variety of things. But I want to encourage you to be a Barnabas to somebody, and also find a Barnabas in your life. Be an encourager to somebody and find somebody to encourage you. Have those regular rhythms and relationships with people like I have with Barney, and I also have with other human beings in the world, because we all need that. We need togetherness. We need a community together to encourage us. The writer of the book of Hebrews puts it this way. In Hebrews chapter 3, verses 12 and 13. Take care, brothers, lest there be in any of you an evil, unbelieving heart, leading you to fall away from the living God. But encourage one another every day, as long as it is called today, that none of you may be hardened by the deceitfulness of sin. You see there, friends, the writer tells us that we need encouragement every single day. That living in isolation by ourselves without the encouragement of other people is not good for us. And not only is it not good for us, but it may potentially put us in the place of falling into temptation, falling into sin. He says, encourage one another daily, so that, meaning that's a clausal statement, which means that one hinges on the other, so that none of you may be hardened by the deceitfulness of sin. In other words, the less time that we spend encouraging one another, the more likely we are to fall into the deceitfulness of sin. And we've all seen that in our lives. So friends, can I encourage you today to find a Barnabas and be a Barnabas to somebody else. Find ways to encourage one another. Find ways to exhort one another, to be involved in each other's lives every single day as we treasure Christ together.